Hmm. So let's get comfortable in our spaces and our bodies, using any props to help support you as we settle in. We might start off with just a deep breath in, nice big exhale, side out. Take that again, full breath in, side out. Just moving into your natural rhythm, your natural breath, feeling the earth beneath you, feeling the connection our bodies have with the earth, with the ground. Inviting the body to release there, to feel held up so we can soften. You're feeling the smoothness, the ease of our breath. Just noticing today just how you're showing up, body, your mind, what's with you right now. Without getting caught up in the stories of what's there, maybe just noticing any sensations, any emotions, really acknowledging, perhaps even saying the words to yourself, and this too. Not trying to push anything away. We're not trying to fix anything, and this too. Remembering in practices like this, somatic practices, we teach our body that it's safe. Brain stops searching for danger. And the body can shift into a place of healing, place of resilience. Bringing your awareness to your head, crown of your head, forehead, space between the eyes. And just notice if there's any tightness there, any sensations there, fullness, warmth, vibration. Awareness to our jaw. You might rest your tongue at the roof of your mouth, noticing your neck, shoulder, arm, sensations, the arms, the hands, fingers. Bringing awareness to our heart space. Perhaps envisioning nostrils right at breathing in, breathing out. awareness to our belly. If there's any holding, any gripping, perhaps offering some softening. And you might rest one hand, like space, and one hand at your belly. Just feeling the body breathing, connecting with the body breathing. And fullness or roundness, and settling. Noticing what it feels like to have your hands resting at your heart and at your belly, feeling that connection. You can either keep your hands here if this feels helpful, positive, or move them if you would prefer. And we're going to go right into a humming breath, so activating that vagus nerve. Taking a full breath in, exhale, keep the lips lightly together, we hum. Continuing at your pace. And one more. Go right into a counting breath, inhaling to count 1, 3, 4, exhaling to 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. About 2 more rounds here if you'd like. Whenever you feel ready, coming back to the natural breath. Just notice what you notice. Taking this moment to practice gratitude. Finding something does not have to be the biggest thing in the world. It could be the sun shining, your morning coffee, whatever it is that you feel grateful for. noticing it and feeling that felt sense of gratitude in your body. Without setting an intention, practice. And taking your time, we'll start in a seated position just to do a little bit more um, intentional somatic, even though yoga itself is somatic, but just a few more things to add to our repertoire. Just finding a comfortable seat. You might sit up on a block or blanket if that feels helpful to the hips and lower back. And just notice how your body feels sitting. And then let's just start with some gentle tapping. So taking whatever your dominant hand is and gently tapping right in the center, the third eye. Very gentle. Perhaps saying if it feels, if it resonates for you, I am safe. And then we're going to tap along the jawline, very gentle. And perhaps saying the words, I trust my body for healing. And we're going to tap along the chest, under the collarbones. Let's just tap under either armpit and down the side a little bit. Safe in my body. Just once again, right at the jawline. And back at the chest, really activating that vagus nerve. You're letting out a ha. And from here, we can cross our hands, maybe hooking the thumbs if you'd like, doing some bilateral tapping. And any bilateral movements, walking, walking's a big, anything that could help bring the left and right hemisphere together helps us to process. Breathing out. Remembering that these practices can really rewire our nervous system into a place of calm. Beautiful. And then just resting the hands down, noticing what your body's feeling right now. It might feel a little tingly. And then you might take a big inhale, perhaps reaching the arms up to the sky, drawing all that energy and breath in, and then on the exhale, hands to the heart. 2 more times. While resting the hands down anywhere on your body, your legs. We'll just bring some spinal movement, lifting of the heart with the inhale, and then exhale, rounding a bit. Notice how the spine is feeling today, how your back is feeling, hips. find a long spine. Just turning our head in either direction. And you might nod a gentle yes, just kind of feeling into your neck right now, bringing movement. Your head in the opposite direction. A little bit of nodding. And bringing the head back to center, and then bringing any organic movement to your head and neck. It's a very sensitive area, so instead of hearing my words, just kind of play around here. Notice how your neck feels. Places to open up into, breathe into. Nice. Nice deep breath in. And a long breath out. I'm gonna just come off my block. Bring a little bit of movement to our legs, our hips. Let the knees just sway side to side. Beautiful. Come back to center. And then you might extend the left leg out to the side a bit. You can bend your right knee and just put your foot anywhere that feels comfortable. And just notice how this feels in your body. You might also sit on the edge of a blanket to help tilt the pelvis forward. That might be helpful. Nice. And then bringing your hands out in front with just a little bit of a hinge here. And if your arms are shorter than mine, I have long arms, you can always use a block. You can also always bend that left knee. It's not locked by any means. Just feeling into our bodies. Beautiful. Maybe walking your hands towards that bent knee. Always allowing the pelvis to come with you if you'd like. You might lift the hip a little bit, lift the sit bones. Nothing's glued down. Nice. Walking back to center. And then maybe placing your left hand on your left leg, opening that right shoulder. You can hang out up here. You might come down further. The right arm might sweep up or stay by your hip. Beautiful. Inviting that next breath to lift you up, bringing the right hand behind you, and maybe reaching that left arm up. You can stay right here, or you might lift the hips, maybe circling that upper arm. Beautiful. And then releasing down. Nice. And we can switch sides, sending the opposite foot out. Notice how it feels on this side. Again, you might want to have a bend in the knee. Perhaps walking the hands out in front a bit, just finding that hinge in the hips, softening the gaze, soften the shoulders. Not going anywhere we don't want to go. Listening to our bodies. If it feels right for you, you might walk your hands towards that bent knee. Again, feel free to lift the sit bone. Back to center. Bringing your right arm maybe down the leg. You might palm up as you just open up that left shoulder, decide where you want that left arm to be, and breathe. Breath to lift you up. You can plant that left hand behind you, reaching the right arm, and maybe lift the hips if that feels right. Perhaps circling the upper arm. Beautiful. And then coming back down. Option to bring the soles of the feet together. And you're always welcome to have blocks underneath. That might feel perfect. Also, the feet could be far away or close in. Maybe giving the soles of your feet a little massage with your thumbs. And gently resting your left hand down as you reach the right arm up. Beautiful. Exhale, switching sides. We'll draw the knees together. And then coming down on our backs. And you might want to strap nearby for that. And then once you come down, let's draw that right knee in, and we're going to send the foot to the sky and bend the knee and lengthen several times. That's waking up that sciatic nerve, waking up the knees. And then maybe leaving the foot up there and rolling through your ankle, pointing and flexing. Nice. And then if you do have a strap that you wanted to use, you might wrap it around the ball of your foot. Left knee could be bent or long, whatever feels best in your body here. Let the shoulders be wide. Again, letting out a ha. As you might notice in any pose we do where the sensation is big. So at least for me, these sensations are pretty big, the hamstring stretch. Sometimes your shoulders start to curl. We start to hold tension in other areas of our body. So feeling that ground beneath us. Feel the space in your neck and your jaw. You might turn your head side to side if that feels good. And maybe letting that right leg just drift a couple inches to the left. You might feel that sensation change a little or a lot. And drifting back to center. And then perhaps bending the knee a bit. And maybe bringing it back towards your right shoulder. Kind of a half happy baby. Nice. And then releasing that strap. Let's just make some big circles with the right leg. Sending the foot down, opening and closing the hips. So really creating some hip cars, if you will. Pointing the toes up, pointing the toes out. And reversing the circles. Staying out of pain. So if you're traveling along here doing these circles and there's areas that don't feel good, just move around it, move past it, not through it. Nice. And then resting your right leg down, either bent or long, whatever feels best in your back. As we draw that left knee in and send that left foot to the sky, and we'll bend and lengthen several times. Once again, just leaving the foot up there and circling through your ankle, pointing, flexing. And if you'd like, bringing a strap around the ball of your left foot. You could also use your hands if you'd like, of course. And again, letting out a open up the chest, the shoulders, the neck. Just the difference of the two sides without judgment. Just noticing. And perhaps letting that left leg float a few inches to the right. Floating it back to center. A little to the left with a nice big soft bend in the knee to create that happy baby on this side. If you're using the strap, feel free to release it. And then just making some large circles with the whole left leg, moving through the hip and its range of motion for today, whatever that might be. And reversing those circles. Beautiful. And let's drop both knees in. Make a little hug here. And then bring the knees apart and back together. Those big circles. Reversing. And with the legs together, we'll hold them together and press the knees away a bit. Draw them back in, away, back in, and then little circles. And reverse. Bring our feet down with the knees bent. And if you'd like a block nearby, like to use it, set up for a bridge pose with or without the block, whatever feels appropriate. Just feeling your feet on the ground. And slowly start to roll on up. Engaging in the glutes as best you can. Sometimes it helps to actually place your hands there. Feel into them. Really drawing that breath up through the pelvic floor, the hips, core. Beautiful. On the exhale, let's soften down. Take about 4 more and just move with your breath. Drawing that breath in and up. Exhale, release it. And if you do have that block between your knees, you might just press into the block. And as you're pressing into it, feel the outer edge of both of your feet. So from your pinky toe to the heel. So envisioning your thighs rolling inward, but at the same time feeling the outside of your feet, that outer edge without lifting the foot. Nice. And then release that engagement. And we'll take it again, squeezing into the block about 10–15%. Feeling the thighs rolling in and the outward edge of your foot. And then feel free to place the block aside and we'll come on up. So you might roll to your side or you might rock along your spine. We'll bring it into a tabletop. If you'd like to have a blanket under your knees, if that's helpful. Wrists beneath the shoulders. And we'll take some cat-cows. Nice deep breath in. Heart reaches forward, belly drops, tailbone lifts. Exhale, rounding. And then right from here, let's send the hips back, keeping the hands where they are. And then inhale, coming back up. Exhale, sending the hips back. Gentle rounding as we lift up. Exhale, as we send the hips back, the tailbone might lift a little bit. So just creating your own wave, your own movement. One more. And then from here, extending the right leg long, gathering through the belly. Like you might reach the left arm out as well. Beautiful. Let's bring that left hand down. Perhaps bending into the right knee and bringing it towards your right elbow. And we'll send that right foot back, crossing it over the left leg. And you might drop the knee down, so crossed right at the inner thighs. And maybe sending the hips back a little bit. You might soften down to your forearms if that feels okay. Slowly coming back up, uncrossing that right leg. We'll step that right foot forward on the outside of our hands. You can always place a block under your left hand. Reaching the right hand. Just feeling that open space in your heart, your chest. Now come back to our tabletop. And we'll switch sides, extending the left leg long, again gathering in through the belly. If you'd like, you might reach the right arm out. That right hand back. Make the right shoulder, bending into the left knee. You might bring it towards your left elbow. And then sending that foot back, crossing over the right leg, maybe bringing it down so you're crossed at the inner thighs on this side. Softening down to your forearms if that feels right. Back a bit, getting a stretch through the QL, the glute, the hip. Soften through the shoulders. Slowly coming back up. Uncrossing the legs. We'll bring that left foot forward this time. The outside of our hands. Picking a block. Placed under your right hand. Closer. And you might send that left arm up to the sky. Really just opening up, finding some space here. Letting out a ha. We'll come back into our tabletop, and you might want to have some blocks nearby. So I'm just going to place them here. And then option to tuck the toes and send the hips up to the sky, downward facing dog. Do this with your hands on a chair, on a wall. Or come into child's pose. Beautiful. And then option here to float the right leg up. Nice. And then we're going to send the shoulders forward, stepping that right foot forward and tapping the left knee down right away. Nice. You might reach the hands up to the sky, low lunge. Beautiful. And have cactus in the arms, lifting the heart. Beautiful. And here's where you might take your blocks, bring them back with you as you lengthen through that right leg, hinge at the hips, getting that stretch right through the glute and hamstrings on the right side, softening the gaze. Walk my blocks up towards my right foot as I come forward. And then you might tuck the left toes, bending the hips up and back. Pyramid pose, drawing the right hip back. Just flow a little bit, tapping that left knee down. Bending the hip back. Move forward with your breath. Exhale. We'll take that one more time. And as you're ready, bringing the right knee back down. And sending the hips back up, downward facing dog or child's pose or wherever you want to land here. And perhaps floating the left leg up. And starting to bring the shoulders forward and stepping that left foot forward and tapping the right knee down. As we root to rise, sweeping the arms up, soft shoulders. Beautiful. This time you might place your fingertips behind your head, letting the elbows reach out, open heart. Nice. The hands maybe finding blocks. Bringing them back towards you as you lengthen the left leg, hinging at the hips. Long spine, the gaze softens down. Nice big stretch. It's coming back forward into our low lunge. And then tucking the right toes, sending the hips up and back, pyramid pose. Drawing that left hip back. And then we'll flow a couple times, tapping down the right knee. Bending the hips back. You can take the blocks with you. Low lunge. And pyramid. One more round. Beautiful. Eventually meeting back in our low lunge. Bring that left knee back to meet the right. And then from here, you might actually come back, toes, tucking the toes and coming into whatever form of malasana that is for you. Maybe the heels are down, maybe they're up. You might kind of flow side to side here. You might even pause, perhaps bringing the hands together. Right hand might come down, left arm reaches up. Beautiful. Exhale down, switching sides. And then from here, we're going to come on up. So just wanted to kind of give you the heads up first. So maybe sending the hips up first. You might keep a bend in your knees. You might want blocks under your hands. And let's come right into our L shape, bringing your hands to your knees or thighs. Core is engaged, shoulders are nice and wide. As we start to bend into the knees, finding our chair pose, let's sweep the arms back and we'll come up into a tall mountain, reaching to the sky. And bringing our hands to our heart. Once again, circling the arms up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Beautiful. Let's press the hands back up to the sky with a gentle turn towards the right, letting the arms reach out. Inhale back to center. And then exhale to our left. And inhale back to center. Beautiful. Palms come to the heart. Lovely. And then from here, let's shift our weight into our left foot as we either just lift the right knee, or you might lift the whole leg up. And then we'll step that. You might be too far back on your mats. You might have to move. We'll step that right foot back for high lunge. So perhaps being on the ball of your right foot, or of course you can drop the heel if you'd like. Nice. Hands could be at the hips or the sky. And right from here, let's drop that heel, open it up. Warrior two. Might flip the left palm, reach that left arm up, peaceful warrior. Maybe your right arm goes the lower back. Beautiful. Let's cartwheel ourselves right into the side angle. Resting your left arm on your left thigh. And then we'll come right back into our warrior two. Lengthen the legs, reaching the hands to the sky. And then exhale, warrior two. Do that 2 more times. Beautiful. And from here, either stepping that right foot forward, or you might cartwheel the hands down and step the feet together, however you'd like to get there. We'll find a half lift. If this is where you are, softening down as we root to rise, bring it all the way up. Hands to the heart. Beautiful. Shifting our weight into our right foot as we either just lift up the left heel, or you might lift up that left leg. And then we'll step that back for high lunge on the other side. And you could, of course, drop the heel for warrior one, if that feels best. Hands might be at your hips or the sky, softening through the shoulders. And maybe taking that heart opener again, maybe resting your fingertips behind the head, at the side of the head. Just notice your body right here. Feet on the ground. Beautiful. Releasing the arms, dropping that left heel, open it up, warrior two. Make any adjustments in your legs, your body. Find a place that works for you. Soft shoulders, strong body. Lift the right palm, reaching up, maybe resting that left arm at your lower back. Beautiful. And bringing your right forearm to your right thigh and reaching the left arm up. Beautiful. With that root to rise, bring your awareness to your right foot to right thigh as we press on up. Warrior two. Lengthen the right leg, reaching the palms together. Exhale, warrior two. And just flow with your breath 2 more times. And once again from here, you might step the left foot forward. You might cartwheel the hands down and step that left foot forward, however you'd like to get there. Finding that half lift. Soften and let's root to rise. Bring it all the way up. Hands to the heart. Nice. Let's take our totally twisted move. So good for our nervous system. And also feels really nice in the shoulders. So we'll take that little bit of a squat, and that's what contains our energy. So taking a little bit of a squat, a softness in the knees, softness in the hips. And then we'll bring our right hand to our right cheek. We're going to guide that right cheek turning towards your left. Bringing your left fingertips behind that right shoulder. So right into that soft space behind the shoulder. And we'll take 5 breaths right here. Pressing your left fingertips down. We'll slowly bringing the head back to center, releasing both hands. Rest into the earth root to rise and just notice. Nice. Take that to the opposite side. Once again, we'll find that little squat. Right fingertips to the left shoulder this time, so that soft space behind the shoulder, really. The traps, left hand, left cheek, as we guide our head to turn towards the right. 5 breaths, pressing down with your right fingertips. Bring the head slowly back to center, releasing the hands and root to rise. Standing up with the palms open, let the heart open, and just notice. Take a deep breath in, long breath out. Hands to the heart, feeling your whole self right here, your body, your practice. We circle the arms up. On the exhale, we'll take that fold, maybe bend the knees generously, lengthening through the spine. And softening down, stepping back to either tabletop or plank pose. Knees can be up or down. Just find a place that works for you. Breathing in, breathing out. As we tap the knees down, maybe bringing those knees wide, and we'll come into a child's pose. You might have a pillow for your head or make a pillow with your hands. And then slowly, as you're ready, pressing your way up. We'll come down on our backs, and you might want a pillow, a bolster, or a block nearby. And as you come down, can come into our figure 4, right ankle to the left thigh. You might stay right here or draw the legs in, flexing into that right foot. Bringing the left foot down, we'll switch sides, left ankle to the right thigh. You might stay here or draw the legs in. The length of your neck, the softness of your breath. And then bringing the feet down if they were lifted. And then if you would like, placing something underneath your sacrum, a block, a blanket, a pillow, bolster. Or of course you can lay flat and do more legs up the wall. Finding that supported bridge. This might feel perfect. Or you might send your feet to the sky. Beautiful for inflammation, for healing, for our heart, physically and emotionally. Of course, you're welcome to stay here for Shavasana if that works for you, or you might bring your feet down. Just releasing whatever's beneath you, letting the knees sway side to side. Might feel good to cactus the arms. And check in with your body. Is there any movement, stretch, shape you'd like to take? Please do. Finding your way into your Shavasana, your resting pose. Body completely land of your head, back of your shoulders, lower back, arms, your legs, and just be. I invite you to slowly begin to come back to your body, connecting with your breath. You might take a deep breath in, long breath out, emptying it all, bringing any movement to your fingers, your toes, stretching in any way that feels good, feels nourishing. And if it serves you, perhaps rolling to your left or right side and just taking a moment, pausing. Slowly making your way up to a comfortable seated position. You might close your eyes or have a soft gaze. Perhaps bringing your hands to your heart space, offering yourself love, compassion, and so much gratitude for taking this time for you and sharing your practice with us. Light in me honors the light in you. Hope you have a beautiful day today. Namaste. Mhm.
Thank you. That was wonderful. Thank you.
Oh, good. I'm so glad.
Thank you, Cynthia.
Everybody.
Thanks, Cynthia.
Bye, everyone. Have a great day.
Yeah.
Enjoy the weather.
Feel good.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.